Hey there, all you cool cats and kittens. Today we're going to go over the Year 9 Social Studies budgeting assessment. We're going to go over the first few tasks for you so you know what to do. So here is the assessment. I'm going to scroll on through this. So what you have to do for this assessment, you are working for the Citizens Advice Bureau, CAB. These are people who advise people on how to do things like a budget. And so you are going to do this. Your fictional people that you're helping are a family, which of 2 parents and 2 kids aged under 12. They have some money coming in. One parent earns $800 a week and the other parent earns part-time $350 per week after tax. They have been given an eviction notice, so they have to find a new place to live. So we need to find some rent for a rental accommodation for them, and sort out all the other expenses as well. So here's what you got to do. Number 1, come up with a food plan. So in this document here, what you'll need to do is you'll need to write down the meals that your family are going to eat over the course of a week. And so for breakfast, you might say, right, Weet-Bix and milk day after day. Fine. You need to put down Weet-Bix and milk for breakfast every day. Then you have something different for lunch and something different for dinner. So just come up with whatever your family might eat, or whatever you might want your family to eat. It's entirely up to you. However, there is a link there to a weekly plan of meals if you're stuck for ideas. So that's fairly straightforward, coming up with just a plan of the food that you're going to have. Second thing you need to do is make a shopping list, a grocery list, and how much those things are going to cost. And what I suggest you do here is you make a Google spreadsheet. So here, make a Google spreadsheet, just go into Google Drive and click on New, and come up with a Google spreadsheet. Here's one I've done. Let's say you're going to need to put on all the food that you have allocated, plus things like cleaning products in there as well. So I'm going to do this a little bit for you. What I suggest you do is in the first column there you put the item, the second column here you put in the number, and third column there you put in the price, and then you have total price in this fourth column. Show you why we're going to do that shortly. So let's say take a Weet-Bix idea. Weet-Bix and milk is going to cover us for the week. I'm going to assume that 1 box of Weet-Bix is going to be enough. Now I need to know how much this is going to cost. So I'm going to go to, actually, I'm going to go back to the assessment because the link is there. Shop countdown. And what you can do here is we can browse for food, Weet-Bix. There we go. This, how much does it cost? Well, I reckon this 750 gram one's probably enough. That costs $4.70, so I'm going to take that and put that in as my price, $4.70. And the next thing I need to find out is the milk. So moo juice. Where's the moo juice? There it is. I reckon for a week, how much moo juice do we need? Let's assuming you're using it for more than just your breakfast cereal and you've got it for other ingredients. I'm going to say we're going to need 6 litres of milk, let's say. So I might take this Anchor Standard Blue milk, and it costs $7.16. So I'm going to take 2 of those. 7.16. Actually, what I should be doing here as well is when I click on this, I can then copy that and also put that in here as my reference of the item that I've found. So I'm going to call this a reference, this column here. Okay. So let's say you've got a whole stack of products here. You know how many of them you need here. all the prices that you need here. The next thing to do is total it all up. So I'm going to press the equals key in this box here. And what I want to do is say this total price is going to be the number multiplied by, so I need to find the asterisk button on your keyboard, multiplied by the price. And then just press enter. And you can see it's worked it out for me. And what I want to do is take this little blue box around the corner here, and I just want to drag it down. Now what that now does is it's going to multiply everything in column B by what's in column C to give us the total price. So let's say I went and found that we had some bread, and the bread, I needed 3 loaves of bread, and that's going to cost $4. Automatically it's going to add $12 to my total. Once you've got all of your items in here, down the bottom here we need to add it all up. And the easy way to add it all up is clicking on this button over here, the functions button, and right at the top there it just says sum. And I just want to highlight everything that's in this total price column, and it's added it all up for me. So, and as you put more things in there, what's the next thing I want? Carrots. I don't know how much carrots cost, but I need 1 bag of carrots, and I'm going to assume they cost $5. Don't know how much it is. So there we go, $5 is what it does, and it automatically adds it to the total down the bottom. So that's how you make your shopping list. Take all of the things that are in your weekly food plan, work out what you're going to need, and it says here, make sure you include such items such as laundry powder, toiletries, cleaning gear, as well as the food that you're going to need. All that goes in there, add up the total down the bottom, and you will have a total price for your food for the week. Great. What's next? Task 3, produce a budget. Budget based on the following information. You should choose one of these options to present your budget. There are a few ones here. I'm going to again use a Google spreadsheet to do this, but you can do any of these 3 options that are here. So the first thing I want to do is find the cost of rent or accommodation. Okay, let's go back to my spreadsheet. I think I might make a new tab down the bottom here. And so I'm going to have all of my income. Just going to pause there, and I'm going to come back to this. All right, we're back. So what we're going to do here is we're going to take a new sheet. Just click on the Add Sheet button, and in here I'm going to put in income, and this is going to be per week, and we're going to have expenses, which is also going to be per week as well. So what we know, actually I'm just going to move that income down a box and put it in there instead. Okay, what we know is from our assessment is that we've got a family, and we've got one parent earning $800 a week and the other earning $350 a week. So I can go and put that in here. 800 plus 350, this is after tax, $1,150 a week. That's what we got to play with. So our expenses are going to include food, rent, electricity, internet, phone, etc. So we've got those there, and I'm just going to put our reference in here. The income is already stated in the assessment. So food, what we can do is just go back here, take this total that you've added up down the bottom here, and put it into here. You can either just write it in, or you can go and click equals and go to this box and press enter, and automatically it's going to transfer that over. Next thing we need to find is how much rent costs. Off we go to the interweb. I'm going to go to Trade Me, and trade me property. And we're looking for a place to rent. So somewhere on here is a rental, for rent. There it is. I'm going to click on the for rent button. I'm looking for somewhere in Wellington. I reckon Wellington City, Newlands. Yep, okay, we'll search around there. You can search around anywhere around the region, Johnsonville, Churton Park, Paparangi, Granada, somewhere around where you live is fine. And what we're looking for, I reckon if you've got a family of 4, you probably want 3 bedrooms. And let's just see what's available by clicking on the old search button. There's a bunch of places. They're of varying quality and varying prices. So I'm going to take this one here and say, oh yeah, that looks like a place someone could live. Sure. Going to copy the link and paste it in where it says rent. There's my reference. And I better check how much it costs actually. How much was that per week? $650 a week. Sure. This goes in here per week, $650. Electricity, a good website to go to for electricity is called What's My Number. This is where you can find out the best power prices that are out there. And what I want to do is say, all right, I live in Wellington. Choose an area of Wellington. Wellington City, I guess is where we are. And go to the next step. Go to the next step. There we go. And I just want to skip over this stuff currently. Don't worry about gas. Don't worry about signing up. Just skip all those annoying questions. Right, here we go. We've got a household, it's got 3 to 4 people. Is someone home during the day? Sometimes, I'm going to say no. Next step. Next question's asking you how you heat your home. Because we've said we've got no gas, let's just stick with electricity. Can't remember whether that house we looked at had a heat pump or not. That's something you could check out. If it does, you can say it's got a heat pump. And do you use the heat pump as an air conditioner in the summer? I'm going to say no. Go next. Then it's going to ask you how you heat hot water. Let's just assume once again that we've got an electric hot water cylinder and go next. Insulation, if you're renting a house in New Zealand, it should have at least floor and ceiling insulation. That's now the law for rentals. So I'm going to click finish there. It's going to come up with a price, how much it thinks it's going to cost. Here is a price. The cheapest one you can find is $2,150 per year. How do you work that out for per week? Because all of our expenses going in here are per week. Just going to copy that and stick it in as well as a link. $2,150. I'm going to use the old calculator. 2,150. We're going to divide that by 52 because there's 52 weeks in a year. Comes out at $41.30. And there we go. Next thing we need is the internet. So you need to find an internet provider. So let's try Spark. Spark.co.nz. Not sure if they're the cheapest around, but anyway, I'm looking for broadband and just show me the price. Wireless or fiber. Fiber plans start from $65 a month. No, fiber plans start from $70 a month. Yeah, okay. You could throw in the address that you found and find the exact price, but I'm just going to throw in $70. And I'm going to use that as my reference. Stick it in there. Hey presto. All right, so I'm going to let you carry on with the rest of that, but that's basically the things that you need. So here's the list of stuff you need. You need electricity, mobile phone, rent, you've got a car which has got running costs of $100 a week. You need to find out how much warrant of fitness and registration costs for the year, and then divide that by the number of weeks in the year. We've got $2,500 per year on clothing, so divide that by 52. You've got 3 doctor's visits per year, find out how much that costs. Family gives $20 a week to a local charity. They buy a newspaper each day, find out how much that costs for a week. Find out how much a lotto ticket costs for a week. The car is old, keeps breaking down. They want to take out a car loan, $8,000. Work out how much that's going to cost to pay off that loan per week. And also insurance. So whole pile of things you've got to find out how much does it cost and stick it in your budget. Once you've got all those things down here, car insurance and all the other stuff, etc., 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 you are going to want to total that up. So once again, we're going to use the sum button. We will total up all of the expenses that you've got there, which so far is that amount. And then below that, what's a really good idea to do is to work out your income minus expenses. So this should tell you how much money you've got left over, if any. So I would go equals, and I'd take my income, and I go minus, and then my total expenses, enter. So far, I've got $352.68 left over each week, but of course I haven't got all of the expenses that are in there that need to be in there. So anyway, that is task 1, 2, and 3. Quite a lot to it. So I'm going to leave you there to keep working away. And so good luck.